This is part 2 of why did God accept Abel's offering but rejected Cain's offering. This is in Leviticus. I came across this, I don't know, a few weeks back, but this is kind of interesting. Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu, sons of Aaron, took either of them a censer and put therein and put incense thereon and offered strange fire before the Lord, which he commanded them not. So mystical fire, you can find this in any grocery store, Mac store, 7-Eleven, whatever. It's called mystical fire. You just basically sprinkle this stuff and light it with a match or whatever, and it produces fireworks. So they're creating fireworks here inside the tabernacle, and God killed them. They died by fire. So either because they created this and it became, what do you call it, where all of a sudden a fire came out from the Lord and consumed them. Something happened there. But anyways, it was illegal for them to do that. So later we come to the part where Moses is looking for the offering, and he notices that the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt. So it had been left. And normally what's supposed to happen is Aaron and whoever is serving is supposed to eat the meat, but it was left. So it was cooking overnight or whatever, and it was burnt. So Moses was ticked off. He was angry with Eliezer and Ithamar, the other two sons that were left alive, saying, "Wherefore have ye not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy, and God has given it to you to bear the iniquity of the congregation, make atonement? Behold, the blood was not brought in with the holy place, and ye should have indeed eaten it in the holy place, as I have commanded." And Aaron said unto Moses, "Behold, this day have they offered their sin offering, and the burnt offering before the Lord, and such things have befallen me," meaning he just lost his two sons. "And if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord?" And when Moses heard that, he was content. Meaning, if Aaron did the sacrifice, his countenance wasn't right, and then the Lord wouldn't have accepted that sacrifice. So this goes back to my first video on Cain and Abel, when Cain sacrificed, again, back to Genesis. And I know this is important because this is the only way you can get this kind of revelation is when you read the entire Bible. So again, Genesis chapter 4, Cain knew Eve his wife, and she conceived, bare Cain, said, "I've gotten a man from the Lord." And she said again, "I bear brother Abel," and his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. Excuse me. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel. So people think it's because he was a sheep herder that's why his offering was accepted, and Cain wasn't, because the ground was cursed. But that's not so, because it says here, Lord had respect unto Abel his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. So this could also have been as he was approaching to sacrifice or to offer his first fruits. His countenance could have fallen already. So this is kind of all once, basically two sentences here, but this is verse 5. So, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth. So this is why God didn't have respect, because he was already upset. His countenance had fallen. And the Lord said unto Cain, "Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well," meaning if you have better countenance and you're not planning to murder your brother, your offering will be accepted, no problem. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire." So he desired to murder Abel, and he's supposed to master his sin. But instead, said, "Unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." Cain talked with his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said, where is Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not, and my brother's keeper. So he also lied, and he murdered his brother. Murdered his brother and lied. So this is part 2 of why did God accept Abel's offering and reject Cain's offering. So hopefully this makes more sense. This is kind of a 2-part video, but I felt it was important to share Aaron's countenance. And Aaron knew that if his countenance wasn't right, the offering would not have been accepted. And he was mourning his 2 sons' death, and he couldn't offer a proper sacrifice. So Moses was upset at him, but then he understood and he let the matter go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.